A crowd has gathered outside the livestock barns at the state fair. Who are they hoping to see? No, it's not the president, nor a Hollywood actor. It's not even the local weatherman. The star of this show is the llama.
It has gained tremendous popularity. In fact, you'll see here at this event, the public comes out, the 4-H'ers come out. I mean, it's a pretty popular event.
Llamas are a big thing. They're a social movement. You know, you just Google llamas and, you know, there's llama yoga, there's llama clothes. So people love llamas. And I think it's because, you know, they're a big animal, but yet they're a very approachable animal. And they're just so pretty.
The costume contest is just one part of the 4-H llama encampment held each year at the state fair. There's an obstacle course, a limbo challenge, showmanship, and more. I'm eager to learn as much as I can about the 4-H Llama Project and the 4-H'ers that make it a success. I began my fact-finding mission chatting with two veteran 4-H'ers, Isaac and Megan.
This is Rico. I've had him for about 5 years now, and I own him. And we do obstacle and showmanship together.
And this is Blue. He's 3 years old, and I've been showing him since he was probably 8 months old. And I've been bringing him around the country and around the Midwest and showing him.
They all have the different personalities, so some can be really easygoing and like love to be pet, and other ones will be hard to catch, and they will be worked with, but they have like one person that they like. And they can be stubborn, but once you work with them, they'll get used to you and be able to do stuff.
Llamas are shaved once a year. Their wool is often sent to a mill and turned into fibers used in clothing. But a llama's soft wool isn't its only gift.
People will buy the llamas and they'll use them to guard their sheep and goats and cattle and stuff like that. And the llamas will protect them against wolves and other predators that would normally go after the prey.
Even more surprising is the truth about llamas and spitting.
A lot of people hear that llamas spit, and so when they find out that they don't really spit at people, they're like shocked and they're like, oh, well, I heard they spit, and it's, well, they really don't spit at people.
Having cleared up that myth, I wished Isaac and Megan good luck and made my way over to Mary Beth Sinclair, a volunteer leader in the Llama Project.
Can you tell us what you do with the llamas?
I lease llamas to students and members in the 4-H program.
And so how many years have you been doing this?
Oh my gosh, 8, 9 years.
Now my kids they also lease animals. We lease dairy cattle. And so can you tell people a little bit more about what the lease program is all about? Because many people don't have exposure to this kind of program.
What it is that I have 12 animals and my children are done in the program, and I want to continue the Llama Project in Lyon County. So I offer to these members to lease an animal for the summer. It basically starts from May through October is their lease agreement. And they show the animal, they take care of the animal, they practice with the animal. The animals do stay at my farm, and they do come out there and do things with them out there and help us on the farm.
For those people out there that are thinking, boy, this sounds really cool, because those llamas are really cool, what's the cost involved?
I don't charge anything for them. The only thing I ask the members is to be kind to my animals, and when they work with them, to be kind to them is the main thing. A llama, if you're kind to it, it will respect you, and it will respect you and do what you want it to do.
Without a doubt, the costume contest is the most popular event of the llama encampment. Both 4-H'er and llama dress as a complimentary and a very creative costumed pair.
When you're at the fair, you've got to have cotton candy, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What's your llama's name?
This is Basil.
Basil. So Basil's actually dressed up as a different kind of food.
Yes.
So how long did it take you to come up with Basil's idea?
Not very long. I mean, love cotton candy, and I was like, you know what? Let's just go for it and make him pink.
The amount of detail on this costume is ridiculous.
So we have 2 2x4s and a third 3x6 that are nailed together like a cradle that cradles her back. And then we have 2 pool noodles cut in half, and they're put there for support. And then we have 2 ropes, one going around her girth and one going around her chest.
So we got a little cat in the hat going on here. So tell me about your llama.
Well, his name is Aspen, and he likes to give kisses.
Oh, He is he's so sweet. What? Oh my gosh, I just got a llama kiss. My life is complete.
The costume contest is divided into several competitive divisions. Within the divisions, 4-Hers are judged on how their llama handles being covered in costume, the creativity of the costume, and the materials used to make it. I had the chance to speak with Kylie Stafford, who won the senior division as Charlotte's Web.
This is my 8th or 9th costume, and we usually plan our costume at least the week after that we go home from the fair, so it takes a whole year. We get a lot of our stuff on sale, like Halloween decorations went into this, and then we usually end up putting it together, and then we slap it on her at the fair. We don't really try it on before, so this is only the second time she's had this particular costume on, but she's taking it like a champ. So
she is totally taking it like a champ.
It's been a blast seeing all of these 4-Hers with their llamas in costume. I've also learned a lot about llamas, but I'm not done yet. Inside the horse barns, a crowd is gathered around Michaela and her llama Fred.
We've seen a lot of llama action here this year, and llamas are really sort of a hot button kind of animal right now. Tell me why.
Who doesn't love a llama? You walk them around and everyone's heads turn and you bring a smile to everyone's face. And that's why I love working with my llamas, just bringing them out to the public to meet them. Because a lot of people, they love llamas, but they've never met one. So the experience or the chance to meet one is really important to them.
And so you were telling me a little bit about judging, and it's interesting to me because part of your judging is actually how you appear in public. So can you tell us a little bit more about that piece of your judging?
So one of our classes, it's called Public Relations. So it's basically anything that you may come across when bringing your llama out in public. So it'd be having someone stand up, pet your llama. Your llama's not supposed to react, freak out, or balk at all. You may have to sidestep them, back them up, maybe even have water sprayed on their face, and they're not supposed to react whatsoever.
Well, I think Fred is doing a good job here, especially with a camera in his face. Speaking of public relations, I hear that you have been really active in your community with Fred, and I think it's so fun that a 4-H project can be so impactful in your community. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so Fred is actually a therapy certified llama, which means that I can bring him to nursing homes. I brought him to Mall of America, and I'm hoping to bring him to hospitals eventually. And I love doing this because when you bring a llama in, they're expecting dogs or other small animals, and everyone's head turns, everyone gets excited. I bring them around into the living rooms of the nursing homes, and everyone just gets so excited.
So I know that you just started working with Fred when he was 5, and now he's 11. So he got a little late. He started a little later in the game. So how have you done over the years with Fred?
Good thing I'm as stubborn as a llama as well. So when he tried to push me around, I stood my ground. And here we are today, therapy certified, going to the state fair, people coming right up to him, petting him, and he's not reacting whatsoever. So I think we're doing pretty well.
Well, I think he's doing great, and I'm very proud of you for all you've done, and keep doing this for the community. It's fantastic. And Fred, good luck tonight, my friend. Good luck tonight.
While I'll always be a dairy girl at heart, my desire to have a llama of my own has gone up dramatically. The Minnesota 4-H Llama Encampment is a fun, unique experience that further demonstrates the variety of options 4-Hers have to showcase their talents and build crucial life skills.